Okay. Welcome. How are you? I'm good too. You can hear me well?
Yes.
All right. We're just checking if the audio is working well. Let me see. Okay. Welcome. How are you? I'm good too. You can hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, it's working. All right. We're just checking if the audio is working well. Let me see. Okay. Welcome. All right. Sorry about that. Technical issues all the time. That always happens. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our live fall programming Q&A. I am Lucas Blanco. I'm the marketing director here at ReDefiners, and I'm excited to have you all join us today. We have some fantastic news that we want to share with you about what's coming for the fall with all our programs, both in person
Sorry about that. Technical
and
issues all the
online.
time.
That always happens. I'm
All
still
right.
here in one of
Good
the.
evening, everyone.
Welcome to our live fall programming Q&A. I am Lucas Blanco. I'm the marketing director here at ReDefiners. There we go. All right. So before we dive into the details, I want to introduce you to two amazing individuals who play a vital role here in ReDefiners. First, we have Carmela Diaz, our program director. Say hello, Carmela.
Hello, everyone. I'm incredibly thrilled to be here with you today as the Director of Programs for ReDefiners. It's an honor to have the opportunity to connect with everyone and talk about our awesome programs.
Thank you for joining us, Carmela. And also we have Angela Bridesel, our online program coordinator. Angela, nice to see you here. How are you?
I'm doing good, Lucas and Carmela. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. It's such a pleasure to have you both here. Um, so for the next 30 minutes or so, we are going to walk you through some exciting news, opportunities that we have planned for you today coming this fall. Whether you're interested in learning English, Arabic, Mandarin, or Spanish, we really believe that ReDefiners is the place to be. So let's kick off and have Carmela. Could you please share some details from our in-person programs here in Tampa, Hillsborough County?
Sure. So this fall we'll be offering English and Spanish for parents and caregivers. These are free lessons for parents and caregivers residing in Hillsborough County. You can enroll through our website, and you can also visit your closest family children's board family resource centers. We also will have Arabic and Spanish for children and their adults to learn together. It's a fun, rich, colorful program where children and their parents or caregivers learn together in the same classroom. They sing, they have cake, they learn about culture and wonderful vocabulary. And we also will have English and Spanish for youth, these are two of our most recent courses. So this English for Youth is a course designed to help youth between middle school and high school to have the vocabulary and the language they need to communicate and to navigate schools successfully. And then our Spanish Youth Club is a space for youth, again, middle schoolers, to learn about Hispanic culture and connect it to the relevance that it has in their own lives.
Okay, okay, that sounds really interesting. So these are not just classes where students go and learn and practice grammar exercises, right?
No, at ReDefiners, we really believe that learning is not just sitting in a classroom and receiving information. We believe that we need to create immersive and engaging language experiences. So, for example, in the Let's Learn program that is intergenerational for children and their adults, the children learn how to sing happy birthday in a foreign language, either Arabic or Spanish. And recently they figure out how to build a house representing different cultural aspects from the culture they're learning. In our Spanish youth club, the students write poetry and listen to music from different Hispanic cultures. They create collages and crafts. So we really try to make it something impactful. And in the case of our English classes for parents and caregivers, they discuss and they practice interview skills, applying for jobs, completing important healthcare forms, going to the supermarket, and they actually set up a supermarket and practice shopping and negotiating prices.
So it's really, really practical and important, of course, because these are people that might recently come to the US, so they really need to learn all these things, right?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that have lived in the United States for a long time and haven't had the time, the space, or the resource to actually access language lessons. So the fact that these classes are generously funded by the Children's Board of Hillsborough County is super important because they're using community funding to enable these families to better advocate for their needs and their children as they contribute to our community while they do it.
Okay, and all these classes are for free, but there are some requirements though, right?
So for most of these classes, they're being offered for people that reside in Hillsborough County in Tampa, Florida. And they are in-person classes. We currently do not have all of these classes available online. However, our online program is sharing something exciting today. I'll let Angela do that. But all of our languages, including Mandarin, are available online.
Okay, sounds really interesting. I'm really looking forward to hearing about what you had to say, Angela. So let's
Yes,
turn our attention to the online program. Can you
yes.
share something?
So the online program is going to start a new class for it's called the ESOL Basic Living course.
Mm-hmm.
And this course is for free. It's free. It has zero cost. So students will learn basic skills to communicate. It's a focus for the students who have zero or few knowledge of English.
Mm-hmm.
And as Carmela said before, in these classes, we are going to teach them or prepare them to communicate in different daily life settings, like an interview, going to the supermarket, meeting someone for the first time at a library and a party at the park. And also, we will introduce content about the culture, the American culture. So it's great, and we're excited. This course is developed in 3 months. We have 12 weeks classes, and in every week we have 2 days classes. And the schedule, for example, is available for adults. Is at a time when they finish work and they can have access for these lessons. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while you were speaking, people were actually uh, allowed to see some of the classes. We were seeing Brittany giving an English class.
Right.
And you mentioned, or maybe you didn't, are these classes for free as well?
Yes, that's true. Mhm. The
Okay.
ISO Living course, this new class is for free. However, the other class in LVP in English, Mandarin, Spanish, and Arabic, they have a cost. But specifically, this class is free. It's going to be free. Mhm.
Okay. So there are no requirements. Anybody can sign up for this
It's
class
for
particularly.
adults.
Only for
Adults.
adults. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. And you mentioned that these classes are for 12 weeks. How is that different in the content, for example, with the other LVP classes?
Again, is kind of like an exposure class.
Hmm.
So the teacher will focus on culture and these structures where students will learn how to communicate in daily settings. Like
Okay.
again, meeting someone for the first time, going to an interview, and going outside and having a conversation with someone in English. It's
Okay.
daily basic routine activities.
So, how is that difference, for example, depending on the language that you take? Do you use different apps? Do you use different approaches depending on the
Yes.
language?
Yes, for example, in our regular LVP classes
Hmm.
in English and Spanish, we have two platforms, one for English and another for Spanish. So our adults have access to the platform. We also have Canvas LMS, and in Canvas, the students can see the classes, they can see the platform, they can see we assign activities. Those classes are meant to develop language. That's why in these classes we do activities focusing on communication, develop vocabulary, grammar, and we have a system to evaluate. For example, students have to present a midterm project in the middle of the term and also a final project at the end of the term. These two projects are very important in order to pass the course and progress in the language, in the knowledge. So, attendance is also very important, but the teachers' work are very flexible, and we usually adjust our activities, our assessments based on the availability of our students. So it's not like they have a lot of homework or assignments. It's just like the assignments can be in class. They
Okay.
have to produce something in class, and then we they work for the evaluation, and we
Okay.
are very flexible with that.
So the basic living course, the free one that is new, that doesn't require an assessment or evaluation.
I don't think so. No, 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 no.
Okay. And a question that we usually get is what's the difference with other apps? For example, people usually use Duolingo or Babbel. How is that difference with what we offer?
Yeah. Well, in our classes, each language class has an instructor. So the instructors have a curriculum lesson plan, and they develop this curriculum following a progression.
Hmm.
And the students need to attend in order to uh, learn the language. So their attendance is very important. Let's say that it happens that they can attend for one class, right? Then the instructor will send the material that the student needs so the student can be up to date at home. So the instructor is the main difference, I think. Instructors are native speakers. They are all very professional and dedicated. And they work on the curriculum and materials. We also use, since it is an online class, we try to make our classes very dynamic. We bring a lot of fun, different games, and online. We love when our students interact in classes. We work on engagement, and the communication is always there. We're asking our students about their learning goals, if they feel they are achieving their learning goals, what can we do in order to help them achieve those goals. And again, we can negotiate meaning. We have a curriculum, of course, but we work according to the what we see our students are learning and progressing. Mm-hmm.
So, you mentioned that we offer classes for children and classes for adults. What's the difference? Is there any difference in the approach we take for those classes? Is there any difference on the schedule, for example, when they start?
Yes, of course. So our classes for K through 5 usually start at 3:45 in case of Arabic. That is the class we're going to start in fall. It's at 3:45, and they last for 1 hour. All our classes last for 1 hour. So let's say 3:45 to 4:45. And then the other languages, Mandarin, Arabic, and Spanish and English. Mandarin, Spanish, and English, we will start by 5 until 6:30, 7:30, so are earlier. The adult classes usually start at 6:30. They finish at 7:30, or the other schedule available is 7:45, 8:45. And of course, the content is different. K through 5 require specific content. The way how they will learn a language is going to be probably longer, and the curriculum is prepared and planned for that time. The case of adults, the curriculum is different, is shorter. So yeah, we invite everyone to join our classes. Mm-hmm.
Of course. So, to highlight, we are going to start offering a free course which is called ESOL Basic Living. That's in English.
Right.
So, as we are a multilingual organization as well, we are going to summarize this information in Spanish. How that sounds?
Muy bien. Bueno, entonces, sí, esta clase para estudiantes que quieren aprender inglés, esta clase se llama ESOL Basic Living Course y es para adultos, es para estudiantes que tienen muy poco conocimiento del inglés. Y esta clase se va a basar en desarrollar, por ejemplo, prepararlos para que puedan conversar, iniciar una conversación en una situación informal, diaria, que puede ser ir al supermercado, comprar un producto, preguntar por un precio, ir quizás a una cita médica. Todas esas estructuras y oraciones y frases que son importantes saber. También se va a desarrollar el contenido sobre cultura, para que las personas se sientan más próximas, más familiarizadas con la cultura americana.
Bien. Es decir, que estas clases no son el estudiante con el profesor, sino que son clases grupales. La idea es que los alumnos interactúen entre sí también.
Por supuesto, exactamente. Y de esa forma los alumnos desarrollan habilidades comunicativas.
Ok. Bueno, para cerrar nuestro bloque de español, aclaramos, este curso es totalmente gratuito, es solamente para adultos, pero no hay ningún otro requerimiento. Cualquiera se puede unir. Si los horarios les sirven, son de 6:30 a 7:30 de la tarde de la costa este, ¿no es cierto?
Sí, son los días, un segundo, son los días martes y jueves de 6:30 a 7:30.
Bien.
Easter time.
Perfecto. Y deben registrarse. Así que al final de la conversación, antes de que nos vayamos, vamos a hacer un pequeño resumen de cómo registrarse a las clases. Aquellas que tengan un precio, cuál es el precio, y explicarles un poco cómo es que se pueden unir a las clases. Okay, we're going to switch back to English. And I was wondering that our success wouldn't be possible without our talented and dedicated instructors, right? So, Carmela, Could you introduce some of the instructors our students will have the pleasure to learning from?
Of course, it's a great pleasure. So, for example, one of our awesome instructors in the Arabic program is Lubaba Hassan and Richard Barudi. They are both teaching in-person classes. Um, they are from different Arab backgrounds. Then we have in our Mandarin department Miss Xinyi Zhang, and she is from China. She has been with ReDefiners for about 3 years, I believe now, probably close to 4 years. She has experience teaching children and adults as well, all ranges, all levels of fluency. In our Spanish department, we have many teachers. We have Anietzi, we have Mariluz, names that people know if they have studied Spanish with us. They know these instructors. We have Miss Brittany, who also teaches English, the same as Caitlin Forster, who is our English coordinator. All of our teachers are extremely qualified, but I would add that in addition to that, they're passionate about the language that they're teaching. For some of them, it's the language of their heart. It's the language that represents their culture. It's their mother tongue, and they're very excited to share not only their language but their culture with their students. They're highly dedicated, extremely responsible, and very compassionate to with the students that they're serving as well.
Indeed. While you were talking, I was showing some of the faces of our teachers so that you can, whoever's behind the screen, familiarize with our teachers. And we also have Angela as a teacher, right? You're teaching some classes.
Yes, that's right. I'm teaching Spanish for adults, and also I will teach K through 5 this term. Mhm.
Okay, okay, that's wonderful. Um, So you might have a pretty good idea, for example, of what other students think. Can you provide, for example, some story, testimonials, what students like, for example, about the classes?
About the online program for the from the adults, they really appreciate the format that we have, which allow them to back from work and have their classes. For example, they appreciate that because they come back from work and they, of course, they have family as well, and they have it's late at night and they need a setting flexible. So the program has the instructors, we develop the classes, but they also have the material, the content available in Canvas LMS, for example. So they can review this content on their free time. It's available every day, the whole time during the term. And they like that. They like the communication skills. They love the socialization in class. We allow them also to participate as a group, as a team, in pairs, and of course individually as well. Mhm. And from K through 5, the kids love to work on, for example, this summer I was talking with Miss Mariluz, and they learn about some myths, some stories from the Hispanic culture, and they did a lot of those activities when they get to learn and also develop comprehension in
Hmm.
the language in Spanish. The students love to do role play and just pretend situations, create the sentences, and it's something that we also appreciate as teachers. We enjoy doing that. Hmm.
Yeah, well, we have some people here watching the Q&A saying Mary Luz was awesome with my child. So thank you, Mary, for your comment. We really appreciate it, and we are happy that we could provide something of value for your child. We are also looking at story of success. We usually share these stories in our social media platforms, our newsletters that we send monthly through email, for example. If you go to the website, you can sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already. And for example, we are looking at what Mareta Rester, a participant of the Spanish Conversation Workshop for Adults, InPerson in Tampa was saying about her class with Mary Luz as well. And if you let me, Angela, I would like to read a
Of
little
course.
part. She said that signing up for the conversational Spanish course was the best decision she could ever made to become bilingual. And she also says that Mary Luz was a great instructor and she was very patient and gave some many gems throughout the course that has really aided her comprehension of the language. And she highlights that the class was offered completely for free. So it's a good opportunity if you're looking for a language course, right?
Right. And I also recommend to maybe try before also if you're not so sure about joining the online class, and if you want to have previous experience in these language classes, join the exposure classes, and then it's easier for the students to pass to go to the online classes.
Yes, and if you're not in Hillsborough County, you can sign up for the new ESOL Basic Living course online, also for free for adults. That's a good way also to try out the online classes, and then you can sign up for them. I will share how, for example, you can do to sign up for a class. I will be really brief, but I would like to give you a pretty good idea of what to do and how to do it, and also highlight the prices because the LBP is a fee-based program compared with the in-person, which is completely free. And also, again, highlight that now we have this Basic Living English that is completely for free online as well. So the idea is that you can try out the classes and then you can keep studying online as well, because if you're not in Florida, you can enjoy these classes from any part of the world, actually.
That's right.
So let me see if I can share my screen so that I can walk you through on how to enroll. So this is the homepage of our website. So here, as I was saying before, if you want to sign up for the newsletter to get all the latest news, you go to the bottom here and you click here on Get Our Latest News, and you will see this form, which is really short, easy to fill out. You should complete it with your information, and then you'll start receiving the newsletter that is monthly, as well as different information that we send depending on your interests. So, as Angela was saying, if you're interested in the online program, you click here in the home page, and you will see all the information that you need. Here we have all the classes offered for adults and for children. And we give you a pretty good idea of what to expect about the adult program and the K-5 one. So here you usually find all the schedules available. Feel free to go and look for the class that you are interested in and see if the time is good for you. And here we have the price. So this is important. This is the LBP. Is a fee-based program, which is really affordable. It's only $56 a month if you sign up for the 9-month plan. This is important to know because if you sign up for the 3 months, you are going to pay more. It's $120 per month, but you won't receive a certificate because in order to complete the level, you need to do the 9 months. And as a special offer, we have a 10% discount if you pay all at once you are signing up. And it's really good to save some money always. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and save some 10% discount. So to register, you go here, click on register, and here you will have the online form to register for the LBP. Then you will get to the final part where you pay. You will see all the plans that we offer and the prices again. And here we have the free English course that we are offering online, the ESOL Basic Living. So, as Angela was saying, we are going to start in September. So you go here and click. The only class available for now is Tuesday and Thursdays from 6:30 to 7:30 East. So this is the East Coast. Make note of that if you're in the Pacific time. And it's pretty straightforward. You just complete your information and then you are registered for the upcoming class. And if you're interested in learning in Florida, if you live in Hillsborough County, you can register in person. As Carmela was saying, we offer different classes. Spanish Youth Club, we have the English for parents and caregivers. This is the ESOL class, for example. If you click here, you will find all the information about the different classes. The ESOL is divided in 3 different themes or classes, which are health and safety, work and money, and basic living. This is offered online as well. And the difference is that the topics are different. But it doesn't matter the level you have. You can sign up for any class. And if the time works well for you, you can sign up for the 3 of them. So there's no requirements for that. You need to be a parent and live in Hillsborough County. And the same with other programs here in Florida. We have the Let's Learn that was Carmela commenting before. And this is for families. So parents enroll with their kids and they attend classes together and they learn, in this case, Spanish together in a different way. This is not just grammar exercises. This is an interactive and engaging way to learn a new language. So, enough of me talking. Is there anything that you would like to add, Angela, to these classes that we are forgetting?
Well, no, just inviting everyone to join in. Are fun, they're gonna learn culture, to communicate, again, socialize. The teachers, the instructors are very dedicated, so they're gonna have a great time learning the language. Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you all for being part of this Q&A. We are thrilled to have shared all this information about our enriching language programs. Remember, whether you're joining us in person here in Tampa or online from anywhere in the world or any state in the US, ReDefiners World Languages is committed to connecting cultures and empowering minds. So you can be one of them. And of course, if you have any additional questions after this Q&A ends, feel free to reach out to our team. You can call us on the phone, you can send us an email, and we'll be happy to share more information, both in English or in Spanish if you need to. So thank you again for joining us today. We are looking forward to welcoming you here at ReDefiners this fall. So I wish you a very happy evening and a very happy weekend. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.